Hi, it's Peggy McColl. Welcome back to the Morning Money class. One of the things that I suggest to people is to write on a goal card something that you would really love to have. This is a technique that I learned from Bob Proctor many, many years ago. And you can write on the goal card a certain amount of money that you would love to earn per year, or simply a certain amount of money that you would love to have in your possession. Maybe you've set a goal that you want to buy something, or perhaps you've set a goal that you want to get rid of some debt and you've determined a certain amount of money. Now remember, you don't have to know how, but writing on a goal card, what that does is it's a tool to have you continue to focus on what you want, because what you write on the goal card is your goal as if it's already achieved. By the way, on the back of my card it says, ask and ye shall find, ask and it is given, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened to you. And so I write that on the back of my card. That was a technique that Earl Nightingale suggested in The Strangest Secret. So I have my goal card. Now here's something that I suggest that you do. Now this is another distinction on really getting connected to your goal and connected to the feeling of already having your goal. What I suggest is that you take a sheet of paper and write down the dates starting today for the next 30 days. So write down the dates. So you put down the date today as day 1, then day 2, then day 3, then day 4. And then what I suggest that you do is ensure that you're going to look at that goal card for 1 minute 10 times a day. 1 minute 10 times a day. Now what I do to do this is I set the timer on my iPhone because it has a timer feature. Now it doesn't matter what you use. You could use a timer on your microwave. You could use an egg timer if you want. 1 minute, and do this 10 times a day. And what you do is when you're looking at your goal card, you can either say it out loud, you can affirm it, or just read it quietly, but connect to what it feels like to have that goal. Connect to what it feels like to have that goal. Now, if I grab my goal card right now and I start to read it, it'll probably take me around, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds or 15 seconds to read what's on my goal card. Now, you'd be amazed at how long 1 minute is going to seem. So the point of this exercise, and you marking it down, you see what I do is I create a sheet and I put the dates 1 to 30 down on a sheet of paper so that I intend and I focus on looking at that goal card 10 times a day for 1 minute. And you can do it at any time throughout the day. You could do it 10 minutes in a row if you want. You could do it when you wake up in the morning. Do it again when you go to bed, and then 8 times in between. But just make sure that you're doing it every single day. And you do it 10 times. So on that sheet of paper, you're putting a check mark, and then another check mark, and then another check mark. And you'll notice whether you're doing it 10 times a day or you're not doing it 10 times a day. Most people don't follow through on these suggestions unless and until they actually check them off and keep some kind of a record of accounting. All right, so that's my recommendation to you. Goal cards are a wonderful tool, but only if they're used effectively. All right, so please give this a try. It's going to make a big difference in your life, especially if you do this for 30 days, 10 times a day for 1 minute. And think about it. You got 1,440 minutes in a day. All I'm asking you to do is take a tiny little fraction of that day, 10 1-minute segments, and ensure that you connect to the feeling state and really connect to you already having that goal. All right, are you going to do it? I'm assuming you're saying yes, or you're nodding your head. Okay, do it today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Write on a card. You don't even have to have a special goal card. You can just write it on a piece of paper. What's that goal? What would you love? Make it a specific one. Write it out as if you've already got it, and then read it and connect to it for 1 minute, 10 times a day. All right, go. Do it now. All right, and be sure to have fun with it.